So if you can just make sure your microphone is muted, and we'll hold questions to the end of the presentation, we would really appreciate that. So just to give you a little bit of background about Wellspring Prep, we are part of a network of college preparatory high schools. Currently, there are 6 high schools across the state of Michigan. Wellspring Prep is one of 2 here in Grand Rapids. The other high school here in Grand Rapids is Grand River Prep. All of our schools have the same mission of preparing all students for college success. And one of the nice features of being a network of college preparatory high schools is that we have a lot of ability to collaborate with other teachers and other colleagues across the state so that we can really improve our practices and put out the best curriculum and the best instruction for our students. Some exciting news that is coming is that PrepNet, our parent company, is currently in the process of merging with National Heritage Academies, which is going to be a really nice option for those of you that are at current NHA schools, because it is going to be a complete K-12 system with very easy, flow, for lack of better words, from elementary school to middle school to high school moving forward. I want to start with just some statistics to help you, see the importance of our mission, preparing all of our students for college success. There's a real high need for high quality schools, and some of these statistics show you that. Currently, 1 in 4 students that graduate from high school in the United States are ready for college. 2/3 of those that go to college won't graduate in 4 years. And the US, in a study of 27 different countries, had the second highest college dropout rate. And that was all despite the fact that 4 out of 5 high school graduates had a 3.0 or higher GPA. So I'll let that sink in for a second. But really, like I said, our goal is to prepare our students for college success. And some of these statistics I'm actually going to address a little bit in the presentation through some of the programs and services we offer here at Wellspring. One of the things that we really like to inform our community about is that the level of education that an individual achieves definitely drives their ability to earn a higher average annual salary over the course of their lifetime. We want our students to be high school graduates, but that's why we also want to push them towards that college pathway, although we know not all of them will choose that pathway, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well. So our presentation is going to focus around our 4 core values: rigor, relevance, relationships, responsibility, and moral focus. So we'll start with rigor. We do have a very rigorous curriculum. We push our students. We want them to be successful in college after high school, so we want to prepare them for that before they leave our building. All of our students have to take at least 2 advanced placement or AP courses, or dual enrollment, which are college courses, over the course of their 4 years of high school. And there are a lot of options available to students, as you'll see in a couple of minutes here, in terms of AP course offerings here at Wellspring, as well as dual enrollment options. We also require all of our students to earn a college acceptance prior to graduation. We know that not all of our graduates are going to go to college after graduating from high school, but we want to open up that doorway and allow that pathway to be an option for them if they were to choose that pathway. We have high grade expectations for all of our students as well. A C- is our last passing grade. Any student that scores below a C- in any of their courses does have to retake the course for credit. And we offer 2 opportunities for that throughout the school year. One is in the winter, it's called Recapture Academy, and one is in the summer, Summer Academy. We have these very high rigorous expectations for all of our students, but I also want to emphasize that we have a lot of support available. Our teachers offer tutoring throughout the week, after schools on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and students, if they need extra support, the big thing I always emphasize to any of them is reach out to your teachers. Our staff is amazing, and they really are willing to go above and beyond to support students. And so if that means they can't make tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they will work out something with the student to help them along the way if they advocate for themselves. What you're seeing on your screen now is our core academic program. And I'm not going to go through all of the detail in this, but I'm going to highlight a few features. Most of you in this presentation, I'm assuming, are looking at enrolling a ninth grade student. So I do want to highlight the courses that a typical ninth grade student takes. In science, we offer biology for all of our ninth grade students. Math will vary depending on the student's level coming in. Students can enter into Algebra 1 or geometry, and rarely, but it does happen, we do have students that do take Algebra 2 as well. The math level is determined by NWEA scores at the beginning of the year, or if you're coming from one of our partner NHA schools, we do collaborate with them to place students appropriately based upon their NWEA scores in middle school, along with their grades from middle school. We offer Spanish as a world language here on site. That's an elective option available to students, and they'll be placed in the appropriate level Spanish their freshman year. If a student is interested in a different world language, we do have those available in a virtual only setting. English students are placed in either English 9 or English 10. This is very similar to math, where we place them based upon their NWEA scores, which we do proctor in the fall. However, if you're coming from one of our partner National Heritage Academy schools, we do work alongside them to look at their middle school NWEA scores along with their middle school grades to place them appropriately. And then in social studies, this is where one option occurs for students their freshman year. Students can choose to take world history or AP world history. So AP is an advanced placement level course, a college level history course. And what's really unique is that in many high schools, freshmen don't have access to AP courses, but we do allow freshmen to enroll in an AP course if they choose to. AP courses are very rigorous, so if your student needs to be challenged, they like to read, they like to write, AP World History could be a really good fit for them. Other elective choices that are available to freshman students are art courses. Our first art course in our series of courses that we offer is foundational art. We do have performing art courses as well, band or choir, and then PE or health could be another elective option. Down at the bottom, you'll see some other elective options that are available. Two that I will highlight for freshmen would be game design or web design. These are virtual courses though, so just be mindful of that when you're choosing elective options. One of the things you may have noticed along the bottom of our core academic program is early college programming was listed. We do have an early college program here at Wellspring Prep. It was started in the fall of 2019 with a 10th and 11th grade cohort, and we are partnered with Davenport University for this program. What students in the program earn is at the end of their high school career, they're simultaneously earning a high school diploma and up to 2 years of transferable college credits tuition free. This program is a 5-year program, so students are committing to a 5th year of high school, but I will emphasize once again that they do graduate with a high school diploma or up to 2 years of transferable college credits, and we do pay the tuition for those credits. So 2 years of transferable credits would be up to 60 college credits. Instead of those 60 college credits, some of the students in the program do choose to earn an associate's degree through Davenport instead. So there's various options within the program. It is definitely a blend of high school and college in a rigorous but supportive environment. Students have support from not only their college professors and all of the academic services at Davenport, but they're going to continue to get support from Wellspring staff throughout the whole program, all 5 years. So we really are helping to bridge kind of the gap or the divide between high school and college through this program, and students are graduating with a lot of options available to them. If you're interested in this program a little bit more, we do offer a separate information presentation on the program every spring. But to give you just a little bit of knowledge on what you should expect for students that are interested in the program each year of their high school career, in 9th grade, they're working to meet the eligibility requirements. So we look at grades, we look at attendance, we look at behavior, and a variety of other metrics for students that are applying to the program. So 9th grade year, we really emphasize just making sure you're doing what you need to do academically, making sure you're attending classes, that you're on time, that you're showing good moral character. At the end of the 9th grade year, students are able to apply for that early college program, and then they would start the program their 10th grade year. During their 10th grade year, students can take 1 to 2 Davenport University courses, And one thing I want to highlight is that those courses occur here at Wellspring Prep's campus. Students do not have to travel to Davenport for those courses. After that, in their 11th and 12th grade year, you'll notice that they add more Davenport University courses. Some of them may be here at Wellspring, some may be at Davenport, until their 5th year of high school, where they are full-time at Davenport. So even though they're committing to 5 years of high school, the 5th year, they're really at Davenport's campus full-time, but they can get support services from Wellspring staff during that 5th year to successfully complete the program. I would also highlight, even though we talked about students apply at the end of their 9th grade year, if they don't decide they're interested in the program until their 10th grade year, they can still apply their 10th grade year, but if they're in 11th or 12th grade, they can no longer apply for the program according to state rules and laws. Our second core value I'm going to move on to here is relevance. So one of the things we really strive for here at Wellspring Prep is to provide a relevant setting for our students, providing them with a real world setting. The skills that they're learning in their classes, we want them to be transferable to life after high school. So we're giving them realistic tasks that they might complete after high school in order to do that. And really our goal is to educate lifelong learners. So we do this through a variety of different ways. We offer field trips in a typical school year. I'll use our anatomy class as an example. They go, this past year, they went to the Grand Rapids Public Museum and saw the body exhibit that was really awesome. They had the opportunity to study anatomy at a completely different level than they can in the classroom. Our AP Environmental Science classes have traveled to different areas in Grand Rapids, collected water samples, soil samples, they analyzed those. So there's a lot of opportunities to get out of the classroom and use those transferable skills for realistic tasks. There we go. Our next core value is relationships. So we definitely are a small high school in comparison to other high schools here in Grand Rapids, but that allows us to develop really, really great relationships amongst our faculty and students, and it definitely is a family feel. One of the unique things about Wellspring Prep that I always emphasize is that when you walk through the school, you're going to see freshmen interacting with sophomores and with juniors and with seniors. There's not cliques within the hallways. We really emphasize moral character, and as a part of that, relationship building. We have a very active parent partnership. Our parents have a PTO here and they do various activities throughout the year, fundraising for different items that they want to purchase for the school, including selling concessions at athletic events or during the lunch hour. They run spiritware sales. They've had silent auctions in the past, and they're always looking for parents that are interested in joining so that they can expand the offerings that they have. We also have a college advisory program here at the school. It's similar to a homeroom from maybe when you were in high school. And what that college advisory program does is there's a set curriculum. College advisory meets twice a week during the typical school year, and students are working on skills to make them successful in the high school setting starting their freshman year, but those skills gradually change until their senior year, where they're working on college applications, financial aid applications, their senior project, and a variety of other things. That advisory teacher that a student is assigned their freshman year does carry over from year to year, so they would have the same advisory teacher over the course of their high school career, and definitely have the ability to build a great relationship with that teacher, and that teacher will become an advocate for the students in their advisory class. We also are really big on communication. Mr. Nordhook and I definitely are accessible to parents. We want to make sure that they know that they can reach out to us at any point in time. We send out weekly newsletters, both in the video format and in a written format, as well as a variety of other communication through our Facebook page, our school website, and other emails that come out throughout the year. Our last core value is responsibility and moral focus. So if you're coming from one of our partner NHA schools, you're probably familiar with the Moral Focus program. We do have monthly Moral Focus themes. So for example, we're in November right now, so our Moral Focus is gratitude. Students have lessons around these Moral Focus themes in their college advisory classes, and our teachers integrate them into their classrooms outside of college advisory as well. That's one of the things we look for as administrators, that these focus areas are being taught in the classrooms. We also have a graduation requirement for students to complete 60 hours of community service by the time they graduate. It equates to 15 hours per year. So if your student is coming in 10th or 11th or 12th grade, we do prorate that requirement. Outside of our core values, I want to highlight a few other things. We talk a lot about our academics and all these things around that, but we are a traditional high school. We have typical high school events and extracurricular activities. One item that we offer is called Monday Electives. After school on Monday, students have the option to join a Monday elective, which are clubs here at the school. National Honor Society, Student Council, Drama Club, Fitness, Yearbook, Debate are all examples. The offerings do vary a little bit from year to year based upon student interest and teacher interest. But what happens is school ends at 2:45. From 2:45 to 3:45, Monday electives take place. So it is an optional extra hour here at the school for students. They can join a club or activity, and there's no other events happening during that time. So if your student is also an athlete, they can still participate in these different clubs and activities because athletic practices don't start until after Monday electives have ended. I mentioned that they change a little bit from year to year. If your student is really interested in a certain area and they want to start a club around that, what I would emphasize to them is that they find a teacher or a staff member that's willing to sponsor that club or activity, and we are more than happy to make that a Monday elective at that point in time. We also offer a variety of different athletic teams. We are part of the Alliance Conference, so we compete against other charter schools and private schools here in the Grand Rapids area. In the fall, we offer men's and women's cross country and men's soccer and women's volleyball. In the winter, we offer men's and women's basketball and men's and women's bowling. And in the spring, we offer men's golf and men's and women's track and field. Outside of that, we also have other pieces that are a part of our student life. We do have dances throughout the school year. So we have a homecoming in the fall, there's prom in the spring for junior and senior parents, and then there's also a winter dance as well. Around those dances, we have spirit weeks. So there's themes each day of the week, and students get to dress up in those themes throughout the week leading up to those dances. Our drama club does a performance every spring where they put on a play that they've been working on all year, and typically that happens at the Dog Story Theater here in Grand Rapids. Our music program has concerts 2 to 3 times a year, typically one in the fall, one in the winter, and one in the spring that all music students participate in. We have a variety of school-wide assemblies. So each month we do hold a student of the month and a moral focus assembly. And then we have a variety of assemblies outside of that. So pep rallies, for example, we've had different guest speakers that have come in at various points in time that we have assemblies for. National Honor Society puts on a variety of events throughout the year. A great example is they do a trunk or treat event in the fall, and they really have built that event up. It's been huge the past couple of years, a huge turnout, lots of little kids and people from around the Grand Rapids area come to that event. Student Council also puts on a lot of events for us here at the school. So each month they try to do some sort of spirit event at the school, and they do different fundraisers as well. So I know in the past they've done like pumpkin painting in October. They've made ornaments in December. So these are things that they do after school for students. I mentioned field trips earlier. I also want to mention college visits. So we are a college prep school. So we do allow our junior and senior students 2 unexcused absences per year to go and visit colleges or universities that they may be interested in attending. And then our seniors each year get to go on a senior retreat up to Camp Henry in Nuevo, where they get just to spend a day as a senior class, bonding, learning together, getting ready for their senior year. And the pictures you see on your screen are actually from the senior retreat. The last item I want to mention on this slide is that we do have a dress code. It is pretty simple. Students are required to wear either navy blue or khaki pants. And then for tops, there's 2 choices. They can wear maroon, white, or navy blue polo shirts or any Wellspring Prep spirit wear shirt. So t-shirt, sweatshirt, and we do, as I mentioned, the PTO sells spirit wear throughout the year. And then we also sell spirit wear from the main office as well. I also want to mention technology, especially relevant in the world that we're living in today. We are a one-to-one laptop program here at Wellspring, and we always have been, even before this year. All of our students get a Chromebook that they can utilize for all their classes. And if they choose to bring their own laptop, that is an option as well. We are also a Google campus, so our teachers all utilize the Google Classroom platform to post assignments and different resources for classes. Infinite Campus is our parent portal, although this may be changing as we merge with NHA here in the coming year. And then we are a completely wireless environment. So the students are using their laptops throughout the day here at school. So there is a wireless environment for that to happen. I want to end with just highlighting our class of 2020 who graduated in a very difficult circumstance at the end of last year, but we are incredibly proud of them. There's about 65 students in the class of 2020. Those 65 students successfully completed more than 225 AP classes. 100% of them were accepted to college. They logged almost 4,600 hours of community service over their 4 years of high school, and they were awarded $2 million in merit-based scholarships and grants to the colleges that they were accepted to. So they just did an outstanding job despite the difficult circumstances in the spring. I do want to end by saying that open enrollment ends November 30th. You can apply by going to our website, wellspringprep.com/admissions, and the application for enrollment is there. At the end of open enrollment, when open enrollment closes, I should say, we will process applications and you will get acceptance letters at the beginning of December. They'll be mailed home to you as well as emailed to you with what the next steps are to complete enrollment here at Wellspring Prep. So I'm going to stop the presentation here and open up the floor for any questions that you might have.